can you build like an old school tough team in today's game? Like back in the NBA, if you're going back to the 80s and 90s, can you build a team just of monsters that are going to own the paint, protect the paint, slow the game down, half-court basketball?
Detroit Pistons,
exactly. Yeah. Can you build a team in the modern-day NHL of guys who are 6'2" and up, 210 and up, not the fastest skaters, but mean, nasty, looking to pick
LA
fights?
Kings, man.
Can it happen? Can it work?
Well, I guess that's the closest equivalent, isn't it? Is LA when they won their cups? Mm-hmm. Like those guys were beasts. And if I remember their power play, like which I always look at is the collection of their skill guys. It was like running uphill. Every time they got a power play, the only thing that happened was 2 minutes got off the clock. They never scored. Right. And then they'd go back to 5-on-5, and they'd just grind people into dust. And then they'd continue on. Their skill player was, of course, is Kopitar, and Kopitar's big. He's a big dude. But, a lot of things would have to come together to make it work. My first thought is, no, you can't. They wouldn't be able to keep up. The rules are different. You couldn't slow people down. You'd be chasing the puck all the time. You'd lead the league in hits, but you'd never have the puck.
I think you're right.
What do you think about then Darryl Sutter did that to great effect in L.A.? Do you think he tries to bring something like that to Calgary? I mean, things have changed. Personnel on the team's different, Ray. Like, how do you think he approaches Calgary then? Well,
we know this is that he likes to play a certain way.
You think?
Right? And so, what are you going to get Johnny Gaudreau to do? The guy weighs 155 pounds.
Yeah, not what Kyle Clifford did.
Right. So, I think Darryl's got that thing about him that, he comes off like the hokey old farmer and, he doesn't pay attention. And the guys in L.A. told me they couldn't believe, how into analytics he was, which just shocked the heck out of me. I'm like, really? Can you even make that picture? And I couldn't. But I think Darryl's got, my guess is he's got a couple of tenants that are, this is it. You're playing this way. It's direct. It's physical when you can be. You're fighting for loose pucks. All the things that Calgary doesn't do, or they do them once in a while. I think that's part of what he does. But I think he's got to be smart enough to know that the game's different. The players are different. The players he has are different. And so, to try and coach like LA would be, in my mind, would be a losing proposition. You don't have the same pieces.